Hi guys, that's me Elise, and today I'd like to share with you my thoughts on the new version of Red song by Taylor Swift. If you follow her career, you probably know that she had some new happens in her life and she decided to rebuild or re-release all her songs, so most of her previous songs in the new version of hers. And I want to talk today particularly about the song Red because I've heard different kind of opinions on that. That here's what I think. It actually sounds at the first sight when you look at it or when you listen to it, it may sound very similar to the original, but I would say that this new version, it sounds really more like Taylor, so she's not fooling anyone, and it sounds more like a bit country. And while the original version sounds more pop, and probably Taylor is her real inside soul is more like a country girl, and she loved the country music, and every time she got the freedom she has the chance to show this all the way, and that's what happens in this Red song. And when I listen to it, I hear just a few differences, but they make a big deal. Like the sound engineers worked on the mastering, and they mastered the track in different way. And they also made some difference in it a little bit, but almost not noticeable. I would say that they first of all they pushed the vocal of Taylor right in front, like this is the main player in this game. Her vocal, you can really clearly hear it, comparing to the old version where you're more um, captured by your attention more captured by the arrangement itself, by all kind of instrument that sound in the music. And yeah, from the very beginning of the both songs, I hear the difference in the intro. Like they have the same similar instrumental. They have a beat, and they have those little string instruments that entering, and then her vocals on the top of that. And but in the original version, I hear like the line of the drums is more like a hidden. It's very low. It sounds very low and it's hidden, while the strings you can hear them clearly. And in the new version, the drums like they were placed by more like something like more like snare than a bass drum, and also they make the string sounds even more clear, but still it covered up by the snare. And I would say that the original version to me sounds more professional, like real professional music producer work on it, comparing to the modern version. But anyway, at the same time, because the new version comes from Taylor, like she stated, I think I like more the new one a little bit, maybe because it kind of sounds new. And the next part, when the first chorus hits, I hear that in the original version again it sounds more like professional and more like a pop style, while in the new version I like how guitars became more tiny and very noticeable. Like they emphasize the guitars really clear, and at the same time they emphasize the higher notes of the vocals, and altogether it sounds kind of a little bit like demo, but not really. I don't mean that sounds bad. I mean a bit demo-ish, but at the same time beautiful. And here I don't even know which one I like more, the old version or the new one. But I clearly hear that because the way they emphasize the guitars in the new version and make it sound so country, like you can hear some parts of the guitar playing, like they're really, this controversy of guitars. Yeah. And when it comes to the part where she sings Love in Him Was Red, and on the part after that, I would say that I clearly like more the new version because they make it sound like guitars feeling the emotion and explaining the emotion of the song. And I think it's more correct way and more right way to express the lyrics of the song than in the original version where it been covered up with special sound effect, like this modern sound effect, and I think it didn't really fit into this lyrics and the meaning of the song. So yeah. In the next part, in the second chorus, this is the part where I hear clearly like Taylor didn't really enjoy the song comparing to her new version when the way she sings and pronounces all the words. I can feel she's kind of satisfied with what she's doing, and maybe it's a play of sound engineering and the correct effects on her voice, but also I feel the emotion of Taylor's. They're different and they're more correct. Yes, and they're more like expressing her. Also, I hear like in the new version they add or maybe they emphasize some second vocals, and when they sing together it make it again sounds very country style, and more maybe that's why it sounds more close to the people, like that people can more associate this song with themselves than the original version, because the original version sounds kind of very far from the people, like it's a kind of a pop star that sings about something, but not really like in the new version, like it's just a girl next door, and that's how she expresses herself, and everybody can associate it with it. And this maybe how important is the way they work out with the vocals. Sometimes it can play a big role in the song. And the bridge part of the song that leads to the end and moving towards the end makes me feel in the new version like, because her vocals were the strongest in the part, again the emotion played a bigger role than the original version, because original version emotions maybe they were eaten by all this instrumental noise that covered up her vocals, and maybe Taylor didn't even enjoy it so much as she enjoyed the singing in this new version. And sometimes the feeling of the singer you can really feel through the song, because it's just it's like a fingerprint. You can feel it the way she sings, especially when you have something to compare to. And like when you compare this new version to the old version, overall, even the old version sounds kind of very professional at the beginning. I would say that the new version I like the more, and it sounds so natural, original, and genuine, I would say. So yeah, I hope you like this little review on the song because Red by Taylor Swift, because I thought that maybe someone would be interested in this, like comparison. So yeah, I decided to share it with you. I hope you like it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you soon. Bye.